Yo, my guys, my goddesses. Well, I might have goddesses that watch the video, but my gods, my kings, my warriors, you feel me? Shout out to y'all, man. Continue to live in your natural state. You know what I'm saying? All my Ultra Instincts, all my Gokus, all my Trunks, all my Vegetas, everybody out there, my Bakis, my One Piece, my Demon Slayers, all y'all powerful ass niggas, man. My Jinjurikis, you know? And I open up this conversation with cosmic love, peace, inner strength, particularly value your inner strength over lustful desires, gratitude, and abundance. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get straight to it. Holding in your life force improves relationships. You feel me? Not only with your mother, your sister, your father, your brother, your nephews, everybody, your girlfriend, your wife, your fiance, you know what I'm saying, your best friend, your friend that's a girl, or like I said, your best friend once again, because it could be your best friend, could be a boy or a girl. Kids that's around you, that's not your kids, you know what I'm saying? Whoever kids around you, animals as well, relationships with animals. Shout out to the animal kingdom, you know. Definitely gotta show them love. And even within yourself. That should have been number one, I should have said, but it's fine. It just wasn't in order. But with yourself, you know what I'm saying? Improve the relationship with yourself, definitely. And it all makes sense because when you start to love yourself within, because that's semen retention, to summarize it with one sentence, you just loving yourself you just loving yourself cosmically to the fullest extent. You know what I'm saying? And you living in your natural state. So with that, going within is powerful. You know what I'm saying? Going within first is powerful, to be specific. As above, you know, so below. As above, so below. You know what I'm saying? Duality in all things. You're going to radiate and attract the vibration, the frequency that you own currently. So if you're constantly ejaculating, if you're constantly looking for things externally, certain emotions externally, you know what I'm saying? Looking for guidance, looking for love, looking for safety. You know what I'm saying? Anything externally, you're not going within first. 222, appreciate the ancestors. It's crazy, I just saw that. It's not gonna feel like you in flow. It's gonna be resistance. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna find yourself in I don't even know if this is even loud in the video. I've been having this on for my videos. But it's gonna be, you're gonna find yourself in a feeling of, you could say questioning yourself, or you could say uncertainty. You know what I'm saying? And compared to going within first and then attracting that way, knowing that energy is the biggest currency. And everything that's meant for you, environments, people, places, things, you know what I'm saying? Other words, you know, so lack of better words, relationships, and friends and shit like that. And you know, jobs, careers, whatever, lack of better words, if you want to, you know, use those words. Everything that you need, bro, everything that's meant for your desired reality. What's your desired reality? Is basically your desired reality is what makes you happy. How do you see yourself living if you was the happiest? You know what I'm saying? Not to even use the emotion happy, but if you was feeling blissful, if you was at peace with a lot of shit, if you was living in your natural state, and how does your greatest version look? How does he live? How does he, you know, carry himself? What is his purpose? You know what I'm saying? What is he doing for his purpose? That's your desired reality, if that makes sense. And you're gonna get that shit on SI. SI is a short abbreviation for semen retention, for those that don't know. So you're gonna get that shit, bro. You just have to be disciplined and consistent. So I know a lot of guys want love, you know what I'm saying? And I would say you have free will, so I recommend, I respect your free will. I can't tell you what to do. I recommend you go within first. Put all that love you have for a motherfucker. Put all that special cosmic love that you gave out or you have to just pour and give a motherfucker the world. Change that direction from going external to a girl into yourself. All that shit to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave a drop. All of that to yourself. All right? To where your cup is overflowed now, so you can definitely give that, you know what I'm saying, to that desired goddess or queen that you want to attract in your life. And she's going to be on that frequency just like you on that frequency. Y'all going to be on the same frequency because it all goes back to going within first and knowing that energy is the biggest currency. So when you on semen retention and you go longer and longer and longer living in your natural state, your aura increases, your aura radiates, your power level literally increases. You have a power level, bro. That shit increases your vibration, meaning your vibration gets higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep transmuting the energy, as long as you keep on stepping and staying on the path of completing your soul contract, completing your mission, completing your purpose, as long as you keep on not only helping yourself first, but helping the planet, nurturing the planet, helping others, you're going to be vibrating high as fuck. As long as you having fun, dancing, smiling, cracking jokes, whatever you got to do to, vibrate high, whatever you love to do, your craft, your hobbies, you're going to attract things, not only people, but things, environments, situations that's on that same frequency. It's duality in all things, though, so you're going to attract bullshit as well, that, the Jezebel spirits, the girls that want your energy, distractions, because this is a spiritual warfare, so you do have enemies, bro. Realize that shit exists. You have enemies because you work for the righteous. So, take I, for example. I learn myself more and more every day. I love the fuck out myself. This is the most I love the fuck out myself ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for that. And I know now, I made a video a couple days. No, I think it was a week or two ago. I don't know. It had to be a week or two ago. If it was a couple days, probably 5-6 days ago, but it had to be a week or two ago though. I'm not really that good with tracking time. Time not even real anyway. But long story short, I was saying that I learned myself in the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? Not everything, but the one big ass thing though, knowing myself who I am in the spiritual realm, that's so fucking powerful. And I know the enemy ain't want that. The enemy did not want that. The enemy is pissed at that, but they can't fuck with me, bro. And I was saying in the video that certain shit starts to make sense now, how I used to, move and used to think and used to have certain, certain pure intentions and certain actions that align with that. All that shit connects to who I am in the spiritual realm, you feel me? And a lot of shit didn't make sense to me. It didn't have answers or solutions, which that's fine as well, and everything needs that. But knowing that it does now, and I'm connecting dots, it just make it more of a blissful feeling that I already knew I was working on the righteous side. I already knew that I'm a light being. I have a pure heart. And keeping your heart, that's another thing I wanted to say, keep your heart open, keep a light heart. If I don't know what you went through, but if you want to attract, like I said, a lot of guys look for love, want love, and nothing's wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I embrace cosmic love as well. But with that being said, I also know you have to, go within first for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know what you guys went through I don't know what you guys went through. But if you went through hella heartbreak, if you went through getting cheated on and shit, or against, manipulated a lot, or whatever you guys have went through, I don't know if you went cold. I don't know if you went on your villain arc. I don't know if you cheated back or, cheated on the next girl and shit like that. It's confirmation now that you need to stop. All right? And if you're thinking about doing that or you haven't done that, don't do it. All you have to do, forgive. You know what I'm saying? Forgive yourself first. Forgive yourself for however that looks for you. Forgive yourself for, you know what I'm saying? Forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be in that situation of filling the blank of getting cheated on or of getting manipulated or whatever it may be. Forgive yourself for not having that the knowledge that you have now, for not having it back then. Forgive yourself. It's okay. Forgive yourself for a lot of things, you feel me? And then after you forgive yourself, now you can properly forgive others. You feel me? Definitely forgive others, bro. That shit is just gonna eat you alive. You feel me? And if you definitely want to, attract, cosmic love into your life, you gotta have a light heart. You gotta have forgiveness. You gotta have, no drop of resentment, no drop of, wickedness or anger. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not evil shit. No evil energy and none of that shit. And because your divine goddess, your divine, this video turned to a whole nother topic, but it's still on the topic though, improve relationships, but I'm getting into on some therapy shit. But definitely if you want to attract your divine goddess or your divine, your counterpart, you know, queen or whoever that's meant for you. Um, Self-love and going within first plays a big part of that shit. And she's gonna attract to you on the frequency where she has done the work and she's vibrating high. And she don't have, you know, resentment. She don't have all this shit that weighs on her that you won't even feel that shit if she project it onto you, however that looks, where she blame you for it, or, you know what I'm saying, she just get angry out of nowhere, or wherever the projection is, still projection at the end of the day, because she has to go within to clear all that shit out, you know what I'm saying, and that's just how shit works, just like vice versa for you. So you don't want to, you know, put her through anything, you know what I'm saying, that the root of the reason, the root or the cause of the root of the shit is because you ain't go within to clear out shit, the shit that needs to be cleared out, or you ain't do more work within yourself. You still got shadow work to do. So it's okay. No shame in that. You know what I'm saying? Just have self-awareness and keep on loving yourself cosmically and be ready and have your heart open for that shit, for her. And that is how you'll attract and stay in your natural state. That's how you'll attract and get your divine counterpart whenever the timing is right. And it's crazy to say that, the part that I just say the timing is right, because semen retention will have you in the right place, the right time. You know what I'm saying? Every time. It's crazy to say that certain motherfuckers would say I'm bullshitting, but that's their life. If they believe I'm bullshitting, then that's what's gonna manifest in their life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to argue with nobody or go back and forth. I'm just grateful that, you know, I know the truth to certain shit. And 1144, appreciate the answers. But yeah, like, that's the truth. Right place, right time. And staying in your natural state, bro. Like, this is a natural, normal thing to do. And it's a beautiful thing to do. So yeah, semen retention, not to make this video too long, semen retention will improve your relationships with anybody, you know what I'm saying, for the better, and even for if they come at you sideways or project negative energies on you, that's still a good thing, you know what I'm saying? And this is why it's a good thing. It's a good thing because you now see that, nigga, look, they not vibrating how I'm vibrating. They have to move around, or I gotta move around, and that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? And you just move around. Same thing with Jezebel's spirits. Like, she's lustful. You know what I'm saying? She wants your energy. Guess what? She's vibrating low. You gotta move around. You know what I'm saying? Or she has to move around. However it gotta go. And you know what I'm saying? A Jezebel spirit in the female, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, they'll be upset that you're not giving up your energy. So who give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's their problem. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta go within if that's even possible for them. You know what I'm saying? That might just be who they are. So shit. But yeah, it's gonna improve your relationships with, and it's gonna bless people too. You know what I'm saying? Your energy is gonna bless people, bro. You are fucking powerful. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, I be saying that shit. I want you to believe that shit, bro. You are powerful as fuck. When they talk about all the animes and the DBZ characters and the Naruto characters and the Saiyan race is one of the most powerful races and shit, where you think they get that shit from? I'm saying they talk about you. You know what I'm saying? You powerful as fuck. They talk about semen retention in DBZ. You know what I'm saying? They don't say the word semen retention, but they talk about that shit. And nigga, they get powerful, more powerful, and a lot of things align with for they desired reality. You know what I'm saying? And shit crazy for real. I wish I knew this shit when I was like, literally, bro. I would be doing this shit the moment I gain consciousness. The moment I'm the fucking 1, 2, 3 years old, I'm knowing, like, nigga, I'm staying on this shit forever until it's time to procreate. Like, I'm staying on that shit, especially like around, like, you know, middle school. Man, I know the energy would have been way, way, way powerful, way different, like in middle school and high school and going up and shit like that, you know. And I wonder, like, how my brain would unlock back then, and the spiritual awakenings you would have went through probably would have been scary, you know what I'm saying, to be honest. Where spiritual awakenings are definitely scary, you know what I'm saying, in a good way, like, you know what I'm saying, because you've been lied to. You know, they never taught us semen retention. They never taught us to go within with self-love, the power of self-love. They never taught us, you know, financial literacy and all this extra shit. They never taught us a lot of that shit, you know what I'm saying? So they never taught us about the bullshit they be doing, the evil shit they be doing in this world, bro. That the ops, the real ops, the motherfuckers that temporarily run the planet, and the motherfuckers that support them and run with them and the gang with them, that gang up with them, they don't tell us about that shit. And, like, it's coming out little by little now. A lot of shit came out now, but You feel me? Like, it's been coming out, though. It's been in our faces for the longest, though. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to continue to come out, shit. So this video now is getting on a whole nother topic, but open up this conversation with positivity. I'm going to end it with the same way. End it with cosmic love, peace, inner strength, value your inner strength over lustful desires, gratitude, and abundance. Y'all stay focused, stay on the street, continue to live in your natural state. This is a normal thing to do. You are powerful, you are great. With great power comes great responsibility. Do not let up. Do not give your seed away to a motherfucker that don't deserve it. You know, continue to manifest your desired reality. Continue to stay in your natural state. Continue to stay healthy. Continue to stay wealthy. And continue to build your empire. Continue to put your purpose first. Because as you put your purpose first, everything else, on top of semen retention, you're good. Everything else is going to align. Everything else is going to attract you. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you're going to be overall much in a better mental space. And you're going to be overall more, you know, lack of better words, happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to use certain emotions and shit like words of that. Because, like, emotions, I know, like, that's a whole other video with emotions and shit. But a good feeling is what you're going to feel. You're going to feel blissful. I like that more than happiness. So you're going to be self-validated for sure. So that's a video. I'm going to upload another one. I appreciate you for watching so far. And yeah, man, just keep on being great. You deserve that shit.